weak week by going 7-9. So we're still chasing that perfect predictions. I think this week's the week. Starting off, we have the Cowboys going into New York. The Cowboys have lost back-to-back games, but they did rally a near comeback against Baltimore. Cowboys fans will say it was stat padding. That was not stat padding. That was Baltimore nearly blew that game. In terms of the Giants, they picked up a nice win against the Browns. Daniel Jones has looked like a starting quarterback in this league. And yeah, I don't know what to say about this game. It's a game I could see Dallas losing, but at the end of the day, Dallas has played New York, especially these last couple of years, very well. Daniel Jones has had nightmares about the Dallas D line, and Dak tends to play the Giants really well. So I'm gonna take Dallas 24-17. We'll give them a nice 7-point win. Next, we have the Saints going into Atlanta. Atlanta's actually played really well this season. Their only losses are the two undefeated teams, and they had that really nice win against Philly. And honestly, they might have been able to win last week if it wasn't for the refs. I know. And for the Saints, their offense definitely slowed down last week, but their defense looked really good, forcing turnovers, not allowing the Eagles that much leeway, except for in the run game. Their run defense was Swiss cheese. That's why I'm going to pick them. I think Bijan's going to have a great game this game. He's going to run all over that Saints defense, and I think the Saints should be a high-scoring game. Give me Falcons 27-24. Yeah. Next, we have the Rams playing the Bears. Sneakily could be a good game. The Rams, what a win. What a crazy win. Only Sean McVay is pulling that win out. I'm going to be 100% on. No receivers, injured defense, injured O-line, and Matt Stafford and Sean McVay just made it work, especially down by 10. And with Jawan Jennings turning into prime Randy Moss, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna take Chicago. Not Chicago. I'm gonna take LA in this game. 20-17. Chicago's offense still has a lot of work to do. There's chemistry issues. There's major offensive line issues. And Stafford and Caleb's still developing. He still has growing pains. I'm not writing him off of the bus, but he definitely still needs some things to work on. All right, up next we have the Vikings playing the Green Bay Packers. I am hearing Jordan Love's going to be back this game. Regardless, we're either having Malik Willis, who has played fine. He had a pretty good game last week, but that was against the Titans. Talk about them later. And then we have the Vikings, who are legit. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm saying that. Back-to-back wins against quality opponents. Niners and Texans, those are not pushover opponents. Their defense has looked great. Brian Flores has really elevated this defense to new heights. Sam Darnold's been a game manager. He's been Sam Darnolding. And Jefferson is playing like the best receiver in the league. So I am going to take Minnesota because I feel like they're going to get after Love if it is Love. Love is rushed back from injury right now. I don't think Love's going to be 100% this game. I think that will be the difference. Give me Minnesota in a really good game. 23-20, really good game. Up next, we have Pittsburgh going into Indianapolis. This team is the most disgusting team alive. It's fact they're 3-0 and don't have an offense, really. They have allowed under 10 points every game, which credit's due to their defense. Their defense might be the best in the league. They've been playing out of their mind. TJ Watt is looking like a Defensive Player of the Year candidate again. And in terms of the Colts, Anthony Richardson's so inconsistent. I saw this meme that perfectly defined him. He can hit throws that 99% of quarterbacks can't make, but will miss throws that 99% of quarterbacks would make. He's so inconsistent, and overall, just the Colts are so sloppy, and Steelers are just known for winning sloppy games. So as much as it disgusts me to say, Steelers are going to be 4-0. They'll win 13-9. Steelers win. Up next, we have the Jets playing the Broncos. I did not think the Broncos. Credit to the Broncos. That was a great win. You blew out Tampa, who I was viewing very highly. I thought they were going to destroy you. I said you guys weren't going to score a touchdown against Tampa. Obviously, I was wrong. Sorry, Denver. I'm not going to say this completely means I'm wrong about you guys, because every team has good games and every team has bad games. Still going to take New York to win this game. Do it again, and I'll start believing you. But New York, we saw some of vintage Rodgers. I mean, that was their best game they've played in years. I'm not kidding, especially offensively. The offense was just clicking. Everything just looked good out of the Jets. Nothing looked sloppy. Nothing looked fluky. It just like good football by the New York Jets offensively. So I am going to take the Jets here, 27-10. I'll give you a touchdown this week, Denver. Up next, we have Philly heading into Tampa Bay. I'm hearing A.J. Brown might come back. I'm hearing Devonta Smith will probably be out. I'm hearing a lot of things about the Eagles. A lot of injuries. Just Tampa, though, they're coming off a really bad loss. I'm still, I'm going to take Tampa. There are too many if factors in the. Can A.J. Brown play? Is he even going to be fully healthy if he plays? No, he'll be not fully healthy. And in Devonta Smith, he just got concussed. There's just so many factors against Philadelphia, and I think Tampa Bay, they're not what they were against Denver. It was a bad game. Every team has them. It's what happens. You play bad one week. The question is, how will Tampa Bay play next week? Are they gonna let this spiral out of control and let their season just completely go to waste because of one bad game? I don't think so. I think they're better than that. So I will take Tampa to win. It will be a good game, though. 24-23. Tampa wins. Up next, we have Cincinnati heading into Carolina. Andy Dalton has a chance to do the funniest thing alive, and I could see him doing it just because of how bad the Bengals have been, especially on the defensive end. The Bengals' defense has been terrible all year, and last game did not help their case at all. Jaden Daniels lit them up, which credit to Jaden Daniels. This is not Jaden Daniels slander. I'm just saying their defense has looked bad. And Carolina, they finally had a functional offense after making a quarterback change. Obviously, Bryce, you are the problem. Let's be honest here. The Carolina offense just looks so much better with Andy Dalton, so much more competent. Now, obviously, Adam Thielen won't be playing this game, but Deontay Johnson will. He had a very good game. I really want to pick Carolina. I really do, but I can't do it. Cincinnati, 30-27. Get your first win of the year. If you fall to 0-4, though, fire Zach Taylor. I'm going to be 100% honest. Fire him. Up next, we're still on 1 o'clock slates. Wow. Up next, we have Jacksonville heading into Houston. Jacksonville might be the worst team in the league. They looked terrible. I understand the Bills are good, but they look terrible. They look like they shouldn't be in this league. And Trevor just has not lived up to the hype. The O-line is terrible. Doug Peterson is a terrible coach. Everything about this team is just not great. And T-Law is not helping it, but he's also has no help. The receivers, they're name merchant at this rate, except for Brian Thomas. Poor Brian Thomas getting his talents wasted. So, there's just so much. You give me Houston in a blowout. 33-7. Houston wins. 8. Yeah, 33-8. Houston wins. Next, we have the Cardinals versus the Commanders. This is actually going to be a fun game. Shockingly, the Commanders are 2-1 right now. And after that incredible win against the Bengals, they're flying at a high right now. And for the Cardinals, oh my goodness, their offense completely sputtered out. I wanted to make a car joke because of Maserati Marv, but he wasn't even bad. The offense just did not look good last week, especially against the Detroit defense that isn't like the greatest. But here's your chance right now. Commanders defense, we talk all about Jaden Daniels. Their defense was still terrible last game. They got absolutely fried, and I think that's going to happen again. I think the Cardinals are not going to be as much as a Swiss cheese defense as the Bengals are, and Cardinals win. Still a good game. 30-24, Cardinals win. Up next, we have the Patriots heading into San Fran. San Fran, if you lose this game, there's going to be some serious concerns. I'm pretty sure Debo's coming back. I'm pretty sure Kittle's coming back. You're going to have your super team back, except for CMC. Shouldn't need CMC to win this game. Give me the 49ers here. 23-10. Yeah. Up next, we have Cleveland heading into Vegas. These two teams are two of the biggest embarrassments of last week. Cleveland's offense still looked incapable of scoring, and Vegas, you lost to Carolina. That's about as bad as it gets, you losing to Carolina. I don't know who I'm going to pick, because honestly, this game is going to be an absolute... Who do I trust more to not make mistakes? Minshew or O'Connell or Watson? I'm going to take Cleveland. Watson does a lot bad. And no, actually, I'm switching that. I am taking Vegas because the Browns' offensive line has been letting Watson die. And Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins are going to get after Watson. So yeah, give me the Raiders 12-10. Yeah. Up next, we have the Chiefs versus the Chargers. There's too many injuries for the Chargers. Herbert might not play. Rashad Slater might not play. Joe Alt might not play. Those are your 3 best offensive players right now, right there, who are all questionable or out. That's so just like bad for them. And when you're playing the Chiefs, you can't have your 3 best offensive players out. Give me Kansas City to win their first like blowout of the year, because all their games have come down to the wire. This will be the first blowout of the year. 27-10. Up next, we have, this actually should be a good game. Buffalo going into Baltimore. Buffalo's looking like the best team in the league so far. They absolutely handed it to Jacksonville, and they handed it to Miami the week before. Their offense, Josh Allen looks like the front runner for MVP right now. Their offense looks amazing, and Mr. Turnover Machine hasn't thrown an interception this year, I'm pretty sure. So what's your excuse now, Josh Allen hater? So you have the front runner for MVP versus the reigning MVP. Should be a fun game, but I'm going to take Buffalo. A lot of reasons why I don't think that Buffalo's run defense is nearly as bad as Dallas's. Ravens are still struggling to find another receiver outside of Zay Flowers. The Bills' defense has looked great. Actually, no. Let me say this. This game might not be close. Buffalo's looked so good early on. 30-13. Buffalo wins. I don't think this game's going to be close. All right, moving on. Do I have to talk about it? It's Miami versus Tennessee. Oh my goodness, this game might be the worst primetime game of the year. Tennessee might be the worst team in the league, and Miami might be the worst team in the league. As it currently stands, it looks like Tim Boyle might start for Miami. I can't take a team seriously that's got Tim Boyle starting. And on the other side, I can't take a team seriously that's got Will Levis starting. So we're talking 2 absolute dumpster fires right now. Also, for all the people saying, oh, Tua was a system guy, look how bad the offense has been about him. Not just this year, but many other years. Every time he's out, the offense that is usually elite just looks so dysfunctional. But back to what I'm saying. I hope Hundley starts this game. I really do. And I hope this is supposed to be a revenge game for us after the embarrassment that was Monday Night Football against Titans last year. I'm sure the NFL is completely regretting that now. I'm going to go roll with my guys. I am going to. Give me Miami. 13-10. Give me Miami to win this game. Will Levis will throw some picks. Skylar Thompson or whoever will play bad. It's going to be an unwatchable game that I'm going to force myself to watch. But it's honestly so exhausting to root for this team because it seems like they're going nowhere and they won't sign a real quarterback or go out and trade for one. So, yeah. And then finally, to end off the week, we have Seattle going into Detroit. These teams have kind of formed a mini rivalry. They have now played each other in back-to-back years in 2 incredible games. The Seahawks obviously taking the last 2, but they could have won either way. And the Seahawks are 3-0 right now. They haven't really played a tough team, so this is a real test for Seattle. You're going into Detroit, heavy favorites in the NFC, and you're going to have to prove something here. And I like what the Seahawks have got going, and I think they're going to be able to score this game, but I think the Lions' run game will just be a bit too much. Give me Detroit to win 24-20. It's going to be a good game, though. Very fun game. If you're watching Monday Night Football, do not watch the Dolphins-Titans game. Watch this game. I'm only watching the Dolphins-Titans game to, I guess, torture myself, I guess. I don't know. It's really, it's such an unserious game. But this game looks really solid. So you should watch it. Anyway, that's all for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.